All right, welcome back, community. We are here with another episode with my good friend Hayley from Nourish Indiana. And today we're just gonna focus on the kids a bit. I know my son, Khaled, is 12 and Jaren is how old?
11.
And I know that like the Takis and the hot Cheetos were like a big thing, like with the kids, and it was just like doing some damage on the baby's guts and all of that, right? I know that they're not babies. I know they're not babies, but they're our babies. They'll always be our babies. So we're gonna focus on 2 dishes today that are gonna be fun that you can make with your kids, or you can make for them for certain. We're gonna start elevating the palate of the children, start focusing on generational health. We talk about generational wealth a lot, but we really have to get into generational health because it doesn't do us a lot of good to have access to the money, and we can buy them things, but we can't give them the gift of knowing how to nourish themselves and giving them healthier habits. It's important to have friends like Hayley Nadine and things that she does, like Nourish Indiana with her mother-in-law. These things are very important because it gives us a sense of community, and it allows us to be able to share information and recipes and create friendship and around food and children. And these are the things that can bring us closer together. So I'm very happy to have you here. And today we're going to be making, what is this now?
We're going to be making kale chips, which is a snack that I make with my 3 kids. They all love them. I can't keep a batch around. We make a batch and they'll devour them right away.
That's great.
It's just a good way to get in some greens into your diet. And kale is a plant that I've even been able to overwinter for 3 or 4 years in a row. You can put a little bit of cloth over it. You can even grow it in a pot.
I love it, yeah.
And so I like to make kale chips with it, and then I also like to stick it in smoothies.
Nice. So I noticed this seasoning over here that you have. I really like this because I think this is a great replacement for kids who really like Takis, who really like hot Cheetos. This is something that you can make with them, and I think that this is a perfect alternative. I really enjoy this on fruit. How do you pronounce this?
Tahini.
Okay. And what is tahini?
It is chili peppers and lime juice and salt, basically.
Nice. Okay, great.
Sometimes I do a simple coconut oil or avocado oil, just a little salt and pepper, but it is nice to have the little kick of flavor with the tahini.
Nice.
Kids seem to like that.
Good deal. And you got some wax paper here.
We do. So we will de-stem the kale, and then we'll chop it up into similar pieces. We want them to dry at the same rate. Then we'll toss them in a little bit of oil, just enough to coat both sides, and then put the seasoning in it and make sure we mix it up really well. And then we can stick it in the oven on 200 degrees or 190, as low as your oven will go.
Okay.
You can also use a dehydrator.
We're also going to make a very nice immune boosting smoothie. Lots of vitamin C and a great antioxidant for the kids. And we're going to get into it right now. You said that we need to de-stem the kale. So
yeah, we want to take the stems out because they will not dehydrate at the same rate as the leafy part.
Okay.
And then I like to save the stems. You could either throw it in a smoothie later or a soup.
Okay.
We have 2 bags going in our freezer all the time where we put little scraps of the ends of carrots or onion.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
That's
celery.
So smart.
And we just stick it in our soup when we have bones available, either if it's from a rotisserie chicken or turkey from Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
we just always
love
save
it.
the animal bones and make a stock with it. And then the stems can also be thrown into a smoothie. The kale is full of vitamins, A, K, and C.
Nice.
Has potassium and magnesium in it as well.
Wonderful.
So we've got the oven preheated. This just helps the kale chips not to stick. And I am not that good at measuring, so just kind of drizzle it on a little. I would say that was a teaspoon or maybe a third of a bunch of kale.
And this is when I speak love into it, and creativity, and just acknowledging who they are as the young people. They are the future, and we love them. We speak gratitude into their food. We speak life into their food. We speak love into their food. We speak abundance into their food. Ashe.
In this case, we're going to use tahini, which already has some salt. So I'm going to leave off that salt. I'm just going to shake it over. Just kind of toss toss it around.
All right.
Okay. And we'll transfer this. And our goal is to have them laying as flat as possible so that they don't double up and get mushy. And put them in for about 10 minutes, and then we'll take a look. We might need to redistribute them, stir them around.
All right, and so then it goes in the oven, and then we'll check those out in about 10 minutes. Great. Okay, so while our kale chips are baking in the oven, we are going to work on this beautiful immune boosting smoothie with the coconut water and some of the kefir. And remember, we have our scrap plate, so when we have soups, we're going to keep it in the freezer. I just thought that that was such a fantastic idea. So we're definitely going to adopt that in our family as of like now. We'll cut some of these greens up in here. And then there's so much fruit that'll make it really nice and sweet for them that they won't care about the greens, right? So we just put all of this in the blender. I do it all, I load it up.
A nice way we like to use grapes is sometimes, we buy a big container of grapes and we don't eat them all the time. They start to get a little soft.
Yeah.
So we always just stick them in the freezer ready for a smoothie.
Yeah, I like to eat them frozen. And I just put the whole strawberry in there. I don't even worry about the green part. And all of this fruit was already washed and clean. And I put in all the contents of the coconut water. My 2 pieces of ginger. The rest of my orange, okay. So I've tasted it a little bit, and I think that I'm gonna add a little piece of mint and a banana, and we'll see what that does to it. All right. That's good.
It's good, yeah.
It's really good. I can taste all the fruit. It's nice and sweet. It's really good. I think the boys will like it a lot. All right. So our chips are all done, and they are nice and crispy. And I mean, look at that. They have all of that nice tahini flavoring on them. And as I say, I like to elevate my nutritional IQ. This is just a great way to do it and expand your family's knowledge of good things to do for themselves.
You wanted to give it a try?
I do. All right. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed this. I think that my kids are really gonna enjoy it. I think that this is an easy, fun project to do with your family. It's a great way to be able to talk about nutrition. And it's a great way to just slide it in. It doesn't have to be overbearing. You don't have to deprive them of things that taste well. They don't have to be separate from the experience in the kitchen. This is a great way to integrate them into the kitchen and make it a fun process for the whole family, and everybody gets to learn together and grow together. Yeah, all right. Thanks so much. I appreciate you a lot.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. All right, well, join us next time for the next episode. Yeah, so all right, join us next time.